I hereby call the inaugural meeting for Tuesday, November 15th, 2022 to order. Firefighters, you can go ahead and have your seats. Everyone, please silence your phones, remove your hats, and rise if possible for the playing of our national anthem. Council-elect, you may have a seat. All of you in the audience as well. We acknowledge that the town of Kirkland Lake is located on the traditional territory of Algonquin peoples, including Beaver House First Nation, and unceded territory of other Indigenous people. We recognize the presence of the Algonquin, Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Cree, and Métis people in our community since time immemorial and honor their stewardship and care of these lands. We hereby affirm our continued commitment and responsibility to reconciliation. In accordance with the results of the 2022 Town of Kirkland Lake municipal election, I present your members of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake Town Council for the 2022-2026 term of office. From the far left, Mayor-elect Stacey White, Councillors-elect Janice Ranger, Lad Shaba, Casey Owens, Dolly Dykins, Rick Owen, and Patrick Kyler. I look forward to working with all of you in my capacity as a municipal clerk. I now invite Mayor-elect Stacey White to join the Honorable Justice Julie Richard in making her declaration of office at the podium.
I, Stacey White, having been elected to the office of Mayor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
having been elected and appointed to the office of Mayor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
do solemnly promise and declare that
do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my ability and knowledge.
I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner.
I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to his king, King Charles III.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as is made under oath.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true and knowing that it is the same force and effect as is made under oath.
I now invite the Honorable Justice Richard to present her worship, Mayor Stacy White, with the chain of office. I now invite Councillor-elect Janice Ranger to join the Honorable Justice Richard in making her declaration of office today.
I, Janice Ranger, having been elected to the office of Councillor in the municipality of Kirkland, do solemnly promise and declare
As being elected or appointed to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake, do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner.
I have not received or will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest act.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is one and of the same force and effect as is made under oath.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effective as if made under oath.
Number 2.
I now invite Councillor-elect Vlad Shaba in making his declaration of office at the podium.
I, Vlad Shaba,
Having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest act.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as is made under oath.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made on oath.
I now invite Councillor-elect Casey Owens in making his declaration of office.
I, Casey Owens,
Having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
do solemnly promise and declare that
do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I will not receive and will not receive as payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in bias, corrupt, or any improper manner.
I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest act.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
And make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as is made under oath.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration consciously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as is made under oath.
I now invite Councillor-elect Dolly Dykins in making her declaration of office at the podium.
I, Dolly Dykins, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received or reward thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner.
I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in biased, corrupt, or improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
And make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and knowing that it is one and the same, like it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath. I now invite Councilor-elect Rick Owen in making his declaration of office at the podium.
I, Rick Owen, having been elected to the office of councillor in the municipality of Kirkland Lake, do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received any official report or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in bias, corrupt, or any improper manner.
I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the municipal conflict of interest act.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made.
And I make this solemn promise and declaration conscientiously believing it to be true, and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if it was made under oath.
And finally, I now invite Councilor-elect Patrick Kiley in making his declaration of office.
I, Patrick Kiley,
I, Patrick Kiley,
have been elected to the office of councillor
have been elected or appointed to the office of councillor in the town of Kirkland Lake, municipality of Kirkland Lake, do solemnly promise and declare that
I will truly, faithfully, and impartially
exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promote or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemnly promise and declaration, consciously believing in this to be true, and knowing that it is or of the same force and effect as if I made under oath.
I will now ask you to all rise. I officially present to you the 2022-2026 Council for the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake. You may be seated. I invite Mayor White to join me at the podium to recite her affirmation of confidentiality.
I, Stacy White, Mayor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that come to my knowledge or possession by reason of those meetings, except as I may be legally required or expressly authorized to do so, or except as that information or document has already otherwise been properly made public.
I now invite Councillor Ranger to join me at the podium.
I, Janice Ranger, Councillor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm that I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that come to my knowledge or possession by reason of those meetings, except as I may be legally required or expressly authorized to do so, or except as the information or document has otherwise already been properly made public.
Now I invite Councillor Shala to the podium.
Chairman, Councillor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm that I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that may come to my knowledge or possession by reason of these meetings, except as I may be legally required or expressly authorized to do so, or except as that information or document has otherwise already been properly made public.
I now invite Councillor Owens to the podium.
I, Casey Owens, Councillor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm that I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that come to my knowledge or possession by reason of legally required or expressly authorized to do so, or except as that information or document has otherwise already been made public.
I now welcome Councillor Dykens to the podium.
I, Dolly Dykens, Councillor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm that I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that come to my knowledge or possession by reason of those meetings, except as I may be legally required or expressly authorized to do so, or except as that information or document has otherwise already been properly made.
I now invite Councillor Rick Owen to the plate.
I, Rick Owen, Councillor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm that I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that come to my knowledge or possession by reason of those meetings, except as I may be legally required or expressly authorized to do so, or except as the information or document is otherwise already being properly made public.
And finally, I invite Councillor Kylie to the plate.
I, Patrick Kylie, Councillor of the Council of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake, do hereby affirm that I will not disclose to any person any information or document arising from confidential council meetings of the Corporation of the Town of Kirkland Lake that come to my knowledge or possession by reason of those meetings. Except as I may be legally required to express how authorized to do so. Except as that information or document has otherwise already been made known.
Madam Mayor, the podium is yours for the address.
friends, staff, and invited guests. It is my honor to welcome you to the inaugural meeting of the Town of Kirkland Lakes Council 2022 to 2026. 4 years. That is all the members of this council have been given to move the municipality forward by working together with cooperation, mutual respect, and trust. Though the wheels of municipal politics move frustratingly slow, a strong, cohesive, and cooperative council can build positive and lasting change within a community, not only for their term, but for decades and even generations into the future. We've witnessed those leaders in the past, volunteers, staff, and councils that have built our fire station, recreation facilities, museum and library. Individuals and groups from the past have made Kirkland Lake what it is today. When people work together, there is no limit to what can be built. Now, it will take all of us working together to build the future we want to see for Kirkland Lake. Individual council members with individual goals supporting each other in their endeavors. Staff members providing their knowledge and expertise. Members of the public providing feedback and opinions. All of us have a role to play to build our community. Thinking about this, I remembered a story you may have heard before. It's the story of 4 individuals. Everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. You see, there's an important job to be done, and everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job, and everybody thought anybody could have done it, but nobody realized everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anyone could have done. I myself am a nobody who 8 years ago felt that everybody was losing some faith within this community. I believed that somebody should do something about that. And then I realized anybody can run for council. And tonight, I take office as the first female mayor of the town of Kirkland Lake, literally 70 years after Ann Shipley, the only female reeve of the township of Taft, left office. I may be the first, but I hope I will not be the last. And I pledge to spend the next 4 years cultivating a community culture in which everyone believes they can succeed. You see, we are all nobody, somebody, anybody, and everyone to someone. We can choose to add to our community in the biggest and the smallest of ways, but everything we do does add to this community. Whether we build positivity or negativity is up to us. When we help a neighbor, volunteer for a committee, donate to local causes, support local hockey or local theater, like pieces of a puzzle, who we are and what we do adds to the life in this little town. We are all members of the same team, the community of Kirkland Lake. For the next 4 years, these 7 people will make decisions on behalf of our town. Though we will not see eye to eye on every issue, may we remember we are working for the betterment of the entire community. May we have the strength to lead our people not only to where they want to go, but to the places they should be. May we choose to listen with open minds, take advice from the experts, and decide what is not politically prudent for ourselves, but what is in the best interest of the entire town. And may we continue to build a town that welcomes diversity, a community that includes one and all, from the smallest of babies to our cherished elders, newcomers and ex-Kirkland Lakers returning home, business and property owners, as well as those who are down on their luck, visitors that come, and those of us who never left. May we take the time to learn, and grow in our role as council members. But not too much time, because all we have together is 4 years, and that time begins tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I will now read the letter of greeting from council, to council from MP of Timmins, James B. Rowden. Congratulations on the constitution of the new council for Kirkland Lake 2022, and welcome to the re-elected and newly elected members of council. I wish you great success in your future endeavors, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns. All the best, MP Charlie Angus, Timmins, James Bay. I will now read the letter of greeting to council from MPP of Timmins, Cochrane, John Mantel. Mayor Stacy White and council, congratulations on your success in the recent municipal election. I look forward to working with you over the next 4 years. I wish you all the best as you work together to make the town of Kirkland Lake the best it can be. One thing we should all share is our love of the North and the uniqueness of each of its many communities. Together, we work at all levels of government to ensure that the places we call home remain vibrant and welcoming. Services and programs are needed to ensure that people of all ages and abilities can live in their community comfortably with the support they require. Please feel free to call my office if you need assistance in any matter. Sincerely, John Mantel, MPP, Timmins, Cochrane. I now invite Staff Sergeant and Detachment Commander Ryan Dugan from the Kirkland Lake OPP to the podium.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the invitation to meet with everyone today. I'd like to congratulate all the new and returning members of council and our new mayor. The commitment that each of you have made to serve the community is admirable and selfless. As a resident of Kirkland Lake, I thank you for your willingness to take on this role and make our own town a better place. From a public safety perspective, I know that we can meet on common ground to ensure that Kirkland Lake receives the best policing services available. Kirkland Lake Police Services Board has always been incredibly supportive of our efforts, and I'd like to thank them and all members of council for this. I look forward to continuing to work with the Police Services Board in a collaborative and cooperative manner to meet our unique needs of ensuring a safe community to a great next 4 years. Thank you.
I will now read the letter of greeting to council from Chief Wayne Walby on behalf of Beaver House First Nation community. Mayor Stacy White. Dear Mayor Stacy White, as Chief of the Beaver House First Nation, it is my pleasure to extend our warmest congratulations on the occasion of your victory and best wishes for your success as you prepare to take up the responsibilities and challenges of your office as Mayor of Kirkland Lake. I also congratulate the elected council, both returning and newly elected members, along with the school board trustees. And finally, I would like to congratulate the people of Kirkland Lake for exercising their most fundamental rights and electing their first female mayor. With the confidence of your constituents, I am certain that all of you will serve as a dynamic and effective leaders, working to create a prosperous future for the town of Kirkland Lake and its people. The communities of Beaver House First Nation and the town of Kirkland Lake share a strong history of cooperation and friendship, and we look forward to strengthening our relationship over the next 4 years. Once again, congratulations to all of you. All my relations, Miigwech, Chief Bobby, Beaver House First Nation. I now invite President Lorette McKnight and Senator Christina Acton on behalf of the Timiskaming Métis Community Council to the podium.
Good evening. Thank you for the invitation to this very important inaugural ceremony. Mayor Stacy White and Council, as President of the Timiskaming Métis Community Council, and on behalf of Council, it is with pleasure that I wish to extend our warmest congratulations on your success in the recent municipal election, and also to the elected council and all other elected council officials. Special congratulations, Mayor White, on being elected as the first female mayor of Kirkland in a very long time. The citizens have exercised their rights in great numbers, and you have all received a vote of confidence. I'm sure that you will be an excellent leader working to make Kirkland Lake a great town to live and work in. The Timiskaming Community Council looks forward to working with you and council and to participate in events and create awareness of the Métis people. We offer many programs and services and work in partnership with Minimishkiki Health Clinics and Keepers of the Circle, both in Kirkland Lake and in Ulisker, to help all Indigenous people access many services. Please don't hesitate to contact us at any time. And again, congrats to all of you. And just in closing, I just want to say we also had some elections last February, and out of the 7 councils that were elected, 4 of them are from Kirkland Lake and the surrounding area. So you are also well represented on our council. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Chris Aston. I am a citizen of the Métis Nation of Ontario, and I sit on the Timiskaming Métis Community Council as Senator. I wish to extend our congratulations to Mayor White and all the elected council members for the town of Kirkland Lake. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend congratulations to Julie Richard on her appointment to the Supreme Court of Justice. Congratulations. Mayor White and Council, you have all been elected by the citizens of the town of Kirkland Lake to plan and conduct the important business of the town and to move the council forward in a good way. Coming together in an event like this is a good time to ask the Creator to enter our body, heart, mind, and spirit and give guidance to all as you follow the good path to make the best decisions for the citizens and the town and surrounding areas. The Timiskaming Métis Community Council is one of 32 Métis community councils in the province of Ontario who make up the Métis Nation of Ontario. The mission of the MNO is to support our citizens with services and programs, provide education and support, provide cultural teaching, and engage our citizens in traditional culture, activities, and traditional ceremonies. We sincerely wish to share our rich culture and traditions with all members of this wonderful community. The province has officially recognized the Métis area as an historic Métis community, and in doing so, has recognized our constitutional rights-bearing rights to self-government. We are in constant consultation with both provincial, federal, and municipal governments in all areas of lands and resources, mining, forestry, harvesting, and every issue related to preserving our land and water. Our offices in Inaugural and our programs and services extend from Temagami to Matheson and the Quebec border to Elk Lake. We are partners in the Minimishkiki Indigenous Health Clinic, one site in Kirkland and one in Hillsbury, and we work very closely with Keepers of the Circle, which provide many programs and many services to Indigenous families in education and family support, including the 2 daycare centers. We, the citizens of the TNCC, are very pleased to be invited to this important gathering today and to be included in all celebrations. We look forward to engaging in many more events like the incredible Every Child Matters powwow recently held. Again, on behalf of all Métis citizens, congratulations to Mayor White and all elected councillors, and may the Creator bless and guide you always.
I'm going to do something very unclerk-like, and I'm going to deviate from the program. We received at the last hour 2 letters, one from the Premier and one from our Minister of Municipal Affairs and Health. I will start with the greetings from the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario. Mayor-elect Stacey White. Dear Mayor-elect White, it's my pleasure to congratulate you on your recent election. As our government delivers on its ambitious plan to build Ontario, we will continue to work with the province's 444 municipalities as key partners. That means working together to build the public transit, homes, roads, and highways needed to meet the needs of growing communities and keep our economy moving forward. It means working together to build good schools for students, to learn in high-quality hospitals, hospitals and long-term care homes that care for people. Our government also recognizes the significant pressures facing municipal budgets after 2 very difficult and unpredictable years. That's why in 2021, Ontario provided municipalities with over $1.3 billion in financial relief above and beyond the $4 billion state restart agreement to further assist in covering municipal needs. We will continue working with the federal government and municipal partners to protect the long-term sustainability of municipal budgets. As we do, we're also providing funding so that you can modernize municipal services and find opportunities to make local service delivery more efficient, so we can continue to make life more convenient and affordable for taxpayers. I want you to know that our government will always be here to listen to your needs. When Team Ontario works together, there's nothing we can't do. Together, let's get building. Sincerely, Doug Ford, Premier. I will now read the greeting from the Honorable Minister Steve Clark from the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing. Your Worship, Mayor Stacey White. Dear Mayor White and Council, please accept my congratulations on your success in the recent municipal elections. I want to thank you for your decision to serve the public. I look forward to working with you throughout the upcoming term. As a former mayor, I know firsthand just how important municipal government is to Ontarians. I also know your constituents expect local government to be effective and responsive as you deliver critical local services, and that you expect the same in our relationship. Throughout my times as Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, I have been proud to work with mayors and councils across Ontario to deliver on our shared priorities. I value the expertise and advice that I have received from local governments, which has helped shape our decision-making to date. There is much work ahead of us. Our government is working hard to make living in Ontario more affordable. Bill 23, the More Homes Built Faster Act, takes bold action to advance our plan to address the housing crisis by building 1.5 million homes across Ontario over the next 10 years. We will continue to work with all our municipal partners to get shovels in the ground and build more homes faster. As we work together to serve the people of our great province, I want to hear about the challenges you face. I know that local representatives understand their communities and that you can help us ensure that local government is working harder, smarter, and more efficiently. Best wishes to you and to Council for success over the next 4 years. Sincerely, Steve Clark, Minister of Ministry of Municipal Affairs. I now invite Alan Smith, Chief Administrative Officer of the Town of Kirkland, to the podium.
Congratulations on your election. It takes special people to serve as an elected official. Being a member of municipal council is not an easy job. It's extremely challenging, but also very rewarding. By running for elected office, each one of you has demonstrated a commitment to your community. This commitment will continue for 4 years. However, the decisions you make may affect Kirkland residents for many years to come. Therefore, you have a huge responsibility on your hands. At times, there will be some rough patches, but working as a cohesive unit, you will overcome them. My staff and I will do all we can to support you and help you achieve your strategic objectives. To the new members of council, you have a great resource to reach out to, the returning members of council. They were new ones too, so I encourage you to ask them questions as they know what it's like to experience the early days as a new member of municipal council. Mayor and council, you play a critically important role in shaping and guiding our economic and social prosperity in a fiscally prudent manner. For both new and returning members, November 2022 is a starting point for 4 years of exciting and important work on behalf of the residents of Kirkland Lake and of our organization. The new council has an opportunity to build on success of previous council and contribute to the growth of the town. The Kirkland Lake team looks forward to working with you to make this a very successful team to continue with open and transparent governance, respectful council staff relations, and strong fiscal management. The municipal government landscape is constantly evolving and changing, and Kirkland Lake must be vigilant on adapting and being on the forefront of that change. This will be accomplished through strong council leadership and dedicated staff that are able and willing to take on the various challenges facing them. We look forward to the next 4 years. Together, we will ensure that Kirkland Lake has the right environment for families, the right environment for business, the right environment for investment, and the right environment for community. Again, congratulations to the new members of council, welcome, and to the returning members, well, you came back from more country. Have a good 4 years.
I now invite Councillor Ranger to the podium.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pride and honor that I speak tonight. The word that can best describe this whole journey is challenge, also known as opportunity. Challenges bring out the best in people when you understand that no matter the outcome, you will learn and grow. Some might say growing up in a small northern town is challenging. It can be, but if you make the most of it, you can do whatever you want, knowing that you can always come back here and wave to at least a half a dozen people on your way to the bank. True story. I want to challenge myself to learn what it takes to govern this community, to challenge myself to communicate effectively with my fellow council members, mayor, staff, and community, to learn from the challenges we as council will face going forward and to grow together. Challenge the team members working as clerks, laborers, and managers to teach us the inner workings of our town and how we can help support them. Challenge the provincial leadership to recognize the challenges northern communities face in these ever-changing times. Challenges are not bad, but they are not for the faint of heart. So I say congratulations to those who took up the challenge of running and being selected by our fellow community members to help manage and run this fine, small northern town. To those here tonight, I put forward this challenge. Help guide and support your loved ones on council. Be proactive in bringing forward suggestions and opportunities to help our community grow. Reach out and talk to members of council and staff. We as mayor and council work for all of you. We've accepted the challenge ahead and will do our best to bring about positive work and opportunities for our community. In all of its forms, the word challenge best describes what it was, is, and will be for the next 4 years, and I will embrace it. Challenge accepted. Thank you.
Madam guests, town officials, fellow councilors, friends and family, good afternoon. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my wife and our children for their support. I also like to thank the boards too. The reason why I'm standing here is because of you. I also like to thank the other candidates that ran this last election. Really proud of you. I commit to working together with my fellow councilors here in areas of common interest and issues. That is the only way to get things done, guys. We really have to work together. I believe we have a strong, decisive, and transparent leadership in this council. Integrity, accountability, and fiscal responsibility are an integral part of my profession as an engineer. I'm bringing these attributes to the table in a way that's transparent and trustworthy. So I commit on working on the following on your behalf: affordable housing, keeping our taxes down, infrastructure renewal and improvement, working with our partners to support small businesses so that we can stimulate our local economy. I believe that small businesses should not be at the periphery, but at the core of our economic development initiatives. and the best way to do right economy to support them and bring new ones into that community. Expanding our task base, supporting mental health initiatives, and of course, a promise made will be a promise kept when we complete the park we shall use. Complacency is not in my vocabulary, guys. We need to make this town better for all of us. Thank you very much for having me here. And have a good afternoon.
Come on over. Come on over. Come on over, Council.
That's how excited I am to get to start to work with this great team. So I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the community members and our staff that showed up this afternoon to welcome us into this new exciting 4 years. I'd like to also thank the residents of Kirkland that have given me this opportunity to represent you for another 4 years. And also, I'd like to thank my partner for the unconditional, and I repeat, unconditional support for the next 4 years. It's not always easy, but in the end, it's a great job to do. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Owens. I now invite Councilor Dykens to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to share a few words. As a follower of Jesus, my first thanks goes to God through him. I made the choice to run for office because I believe that local politics is really important. It affects the lives of people I love and care for, and it affects all of our lives. So I am grateful and thankful to have been given this opportunity to work for and serve fellow Kirkland Lakers and our town and community as a whole. My fellow members of our new council and any person who has ever run for political office understand how difficult it is to put yourself out there. So I do appreciate all of those who put their name forward and ran for office. And I do appreciate those who encouraged me to run, and I'm thankful to my earliest supporters, nominators, those who placed signs on their lawns, made financial contributions, stopped me when walking to provide encouragement, and ultimately, of course, to cast one of their votes in my favor. But I want to be clear, however, although I believe 990 residents mark an X beside my name, I will work for every Kirkland Laker in the same way. Thank you to our CAO and staff for their hard work throughout the election, for tonight's events and our upcoming orientation. To Northern News and CJKL-FM for their coverage, helping to facilitate the democratic process. And a personal thanks to family and friends for their support. What can any of us do without the support of our family and friends? I am looking forward to working with each member of our newly sworn in council, our CAO and staff, to build on the hard work and efforts of our predecessors. I believe that we have the potential to be a really effective team, and I pray that God's best for our residents and our town and community will be realized under the next voting.
Thank you, Councilor Dykens. I now welcome Councilor Rick Owen to the podium.
I was just told I had to impress the clerks. And I was told before I came here by the mayor that I had to behave. And I was told by my wife, after she overheard a conversation on the phone between me and Mayor Stacy, that I would not talk to the mayor, to Stacy like that. After all, she is the mayor now. So I've had lots of advice. For those of you who haven't fainted in shock because I have a tie and jacket on, when you look at me, you probably see an old guy and you go, what the heck is an old guy doing on council? Well, when I look in the mirror, I see experience. not just experience of 35 years as a reporter in this town brought to me, but my own life experience. And those of you who know the little of my life experience that I've shared when I was a journalist, I have faced my challenges, and they were hard challenges. And I worked until I got back to a place where I could get back to the community. I bring that same energy and determination to council. I want Kirkland Lake to be even better than what it is now. I want better roads. I want better sidewalks, and I've been working even in the lame duck period to try and get those better sidewalks. 2 of my children chose to stay in Kirkland Lake and raise their families. I'm very proud of that. And I hope this council will lay the foundation that future councils will build on. So when my grandchildren have to make a choice about living in Kirkland Lake or moving to the glorious Southern Ontario, which is not glorious, I hope they will choose to stay in Kirkland Lake. Thank you for your support, and also to my wife. People may think I'm excitable at council. You should come to my house after a council meeting. Why my wife hasn't left me is beyond anything I can understand, but I sincerely thank her for her support. Thank you.
I was thoroughly impressed, Councillor. Thank you for your speech. And finally, last but not least, Councillor Kyle.
Thank you. I'll keep this short. I am, like Rick Owen, one of the older folks on council. I'm proud to say that I'm entering my 3rd term of council, and from what I've seen of my fellow council members that were elected, we have a great team, and I really look forward to working with them. I think we will make the odd mistake, hopefully not too many, but we need the support of the community. And furthermore, for the people that did run for election, I really appreciate it, because you have to have thick skin and keep your sanity running for public office. It's a tough job, but we're here for all the same reason, to make Kirkland Lake a better place to live. And I look forward to working with my fellow candidates. And I want to particularly thank Mayor Stacy White and congratulate her on winning the election. This is a great opportunity for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Kiley. It's going to take some time for me to get adjusted to the different names. Well, Madam, Your Worship, would you like to bring us to closing remarks?
In my overabundance of being prepared, I gave my husband both copies of closing remarks. To wrap up this evening, I want to first thank Northern College for this incredible venue. To the clerk, CAO, and all staff members involved in tonight's planning and execution, words cannot express our deep appreciation. You have certainly elevated the inaugural meeting of council beyond anything the town of Kirkland Lake has seen in a very long time. I also want to express our gratitude to the Honorable Julie Richard, Regional Senior Justice of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice. OPC Kirkland Lake Detachment Commander Staff Sergeant Mr. Ron Dugan, President Lorette McKnight, and Senator Christina Acton of the Temiskaming Métis Council for joining us here tonight. And for those who could not be present, and the list is long, MP for Timmins James Bay, Mr. Charlie Angus, MPP for Temiskaming Cochrane, Mr. Jean Vantoff, Mr. Wayne Wabi, Chief of Beaver House First Nation, Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, Mr. Steve Clark, and the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario. A sincere thank you for sending your greetings and well wishes. It is my hope that the elevation of tonight's events inspires all of us here and the community at large to elevate our own tone, our own outlook, our attitudes, and our actions as we move forward to building this community over the next 4 years and beyond. And finally, a special thanks to all who came to share this evening with us, our families and our friends, our neighbors, colleagues, and community shareholders. Thank you for entrusting our community for the next 4 years. We will endeavor not to let you down. Thank you.
So now the formal stuff. Moved by Councillor Ranger, seconded by Councillor Duggan. Once I've concluded reading the recommendation, please raise your hand when the mayor calls for the vote. Be it resolved that the following bylaw be read a first, second, and third time, numbered, passed, signed by the mayor and municipal clerk, and the seal of the corporation be affixed thereto. Bylaw number 2288, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council at its inaugural meeting held on the 15th day of November, 2022.
All in favor? Carried unanimous.
Once I've concluded reading the recommendation, please raise your hand when the mayor calls for the vote. Moved by Councillor Vlad Shaba, seconded by Councillor Rick Owen. Be it resolved that the council adjourn at 5:51 p.m. until the next regular meeting or any special meeting called by the mayor.
All in favor? Carried unanimous.
I will now ask our wonderful firefighters and platoon chiefs to escort the council out of the auditorium. Thank you, everybody.